Welcome everyone. For those who are continuing to watch our live stream, not welcome, but also thank you for continuing to join the live stream. About to start is the Division 5A championship between the undefeated R.E.E.T up against Ballz Deep. I'll be doing your play-by-play duty. I'm Pease Della. Joining me is Alex Blais making his debut in the booth.
Yeah, thank you, Pease. Thank you, Pease. I'm very excited to see a really good game. So, you know, like on paper, R.E.E.T is more favored to win, but you know, we might see like an underdog story from Ballz Deep. You know, I'm pretty excited.
What is your knowledge of mummies, the underworld, perhaps voodoo? Because Division 5 has long since had an undefeated curse. Undefeated teams have fallen before winning the championship. I want to say we're up to like 11 or 12 teams. I was on one such team that went 10-0, did not win the championship. Sphinx way before that, and so on and so forth. That list is long. The list is longer than you can imagine. Where do you think the R.E.E.T have what it takes to pass beyond the depth of this curse?
Well, honestly, the R.E.E.T on paper has like a team easily able to beat Ballz Deep. You know, however, they're missing one key player on defense, and it's Kelly Baker. It's a really, really good defensive back, and he's good for picks, and he's good on coverage. So that might leave a little hole on the R.E.E.T's defense. But I don't know. It's going to be a really, really interesting matchup, and we'll see. We'll see if the curse continues.
Absolutely, it's a question to see whether the overall athleticism of the R.E.E.T can cover for Kelly Baker. In the meantime, a player we thought would be missing, Ryan Dobbs-Garnett, suited up. It appears as though he's ready to play for Ballz Deep.
Oh my God! Like last week, I saw Dobbs on the floor, and I was sure that Dobbs was done. Like for a good 3-4 weeks. Like honestly, Dobbs, he's a strong guy. He's a really, really strong guy.
It's a dumb decision.
Honestly, I'm no doctor. I can't say that his decision's a bad decision, but honestly, I'm pretty sure. Honestly, I just hope that Dobbs plays safe. No dives, you know.
He caught a knee to the face in the previous round.
Yeah.
Cut his eye. Got his second concussion in 9 days. He had just returned to work, only to be forced to take time off again as our commissioner passes in front of the camera, as if it's not there once again. The live stream audience, of course, will now know Rob Campana never knows where the camera is.
It's okay. It's okay. It was a nice feature. But yeah. And like also like Dobbs is a really, really key factor.
Yeah, it changes the game for him to be here for sure.
Exactly.
If he's even 80%, it'll change how Ballz Deep offense looks, and of course how the defense shapes out as well.
Like at first, I was sure that like the game might be a blowout, but then like I saw Dobbs and my ideas change. You know, like Dobbs is a really important player, a big character guy, a nice teammate. So you know.
For sure, and it looks like we're about ready to begin. The R.E.E.T start with the ball as Katarina takes his steps towards getting ready to snap the ball to Santino Sperania for the first time in this game. He gets the ball. Sperania looks, delivers the ball over the middle. It's a floater. It is incomplete. Some contact, and we see the receiver already looking for a flag there, and Dante Sperania, the brother connection not working early, no flag thrown.
Yeah, well, honestly, that was great coverage also by the quarterback Weir. He was around the guy, you know. That was a really contested ball, and that was great coverage from Weir. That was textbook.
Mike Weir, of course, having a little bit of upper division experience as well as some tackle experience. So you see, understanding that technique, knowing how to get away with some safe contact, but not drawing any calls either.
Exactly, and also having a lot of championship experience, you know, playing with Yin and Yang, you know, knowing how it works, knowing the stress of championship games. 2nd
down and 10, Sperania receives the snap. He pumps once again. He pumps right. Now he takes off to his right, and he gets deflagged as he makes his way to the sideline. Looks as though he'll be a little short. Santino Sperania. That's going to happen all game long. I'm warning you at home. 8 rushing touchdowns in the regular season.
Yeah, and like honestly, like when you look at the guy, you don't think, oh, you know, like he's like a really, really, really good rusher. You know, like he looks like a normal guy. He's not like a really, really fast guy, but you know, like he knows when to run, how to run, and that's what's important, you know, in FPF.
Yeah, no, for sure. And we see now. Oh, he did actually. No, he's just short of the first down. Actually, my mistake. Looking to the wrong side of the field. It is 3rd and short. Katarina spikes the ball to Sperania. Sperania looking deep, delivers the ball. It's underthrown. It is still caught. It is a touchdown by Dawson Pierre to our left side, to Sperania's right side. I thought that ball was going to be intercepted when it was in the air.
Oh my God, that was an amazing ball skills by Dawson Pierre. I was gonna say Pierre is a key factor to the R.E.E.T offense, and now they just showed us that he's the guy to watch. You know, that was an amazing adjustment. That was a great catch, great way to secure the ball after the contact. That was an amazing play.
In the last game, the R.E.E.T took it to Goofy Goobers. They won 47-6. Dawson Pierre had 3 touchdowns in that game. He had 3 interceptions and a pick 6. He was the player of the game. We'll see if he leaves with MVP honors tonight.
Exactly.
He's smiling. He's having a good time. He knows he made a big play for his offense.
Oh yeah, it was. But now, like the coverage, Weir Senior, the brother of Justin, he's on coverage, and he's a great defender too. So
absolutely, they run the smash out. It's a no look past the back of the end zone. It falls between the front of the end zone where Katarina was set up, and the back of the end zone. Good play design.
It was.
Interesting throw, just a little off target.
Exactly, like a great play to beat Lane's defense, but it was just so executed. But you know,
I think the no look was a little unnecessary at that point.
Like he was feeling it after that big play, right?
Yeah.
You know, after like a big play, you like try a bit fancy, try some new moves.
Absolutely, we'll see how Justin Weir can answer. He has a receiver lined up tight, and he puts him in motion as Matthew Peacock moves to the right side, trips right to start the game. Weir gets a snap. He looks to that strong side, delivers the ball immediately to Peacock, and he's immediately deflagged in the flat. Great tackle there by Tristan Cotier-Norris.
Well, honestly, what I love about Ballz Deep's offense is that like it's very balanced. Like career throws, every single receiver, they really like spreads the ball differently. It's a very different offense than the R.E.E.T. The R.E.E.T is mainly focused throwing deep to tier, right?
Yeah.
And catch the ball. But Ballz Deep, they really balance the play. They throw to each receiver, and they all make the plays they need to win the game.
Justin Weir completed 73.4% of his passes in the regular season. He's even upped that production to 78.6%.
That's incredible.
It's absolutely the epitome of efficiency. He looks to his right. He has a wide open receiver. It is caught, and we see a bit of a late flag there, but it's a first down for Curly Micot.
Yeah, that was a great play. That was a great design, looking what the defense gives you. And, the defense gives you 6 yards and throw like a 5-yard hook, and, you get your 5 yards.
Yeah, Curly Micot is a noted defender, but in this season he came alive on offense. He caught for 156 yards. He brought in 5 touchdowns. He's had 2 interceptions and a pick 6. He's really the Swiss Army knife for this defense.
Exactly.
For this team.
Exactly, and that starts with Weir having confidence in your players that are mostly defensive guys. But, like having confidence on your players, that's what you need as a quarterback.
Ryan Dobbs-Garnett, whose eye is still healing, he gets ready to snap the ball right on the dot. At midfield, the ball gets snapped to Weir. Weir looks to his right, moves a little that way. He has nothing. He has a deep ball open to his left. Oh, it's caught, and it's a touchdown! Beautiful throw by Justin Weir.
Welcome back, Dobbs. Welcome back, Dobbs. You saw it the entire way.
I don't know if he saw it because again, the eye is the issue.
Yeah, exactly.
But a perfect throw, great route, and maybe he saw it, maybe just instinct. It didn't matter. It's a touchdown, and it's now 6-6.
Yeah, and that was a great route. Like as soon as he cut outside for the corner, the defender was gone. He was by himself. He had like 5-yard separation. That was perfect. That was a great route by Dobbs, and that was a great pass by Weir.
A lot of lower division teams don't use that snapper at second level, and so we see the experience of Ballz Deep and the inexperience a little bit of the R.E.E.T.
Exactly.
They've never seen it before.
Exactly. Usually it's all like quick outs, hooks, quick outs, dump off, safe routes.
Quads left, and Weir scans. He throws to the back of the end zone,
and he gets rid of it.
And maybe if they had a player on a ladder, but short of ladders, it's not going to happen.
Exactly. Maybe they have Pierre on their side. Maybe Pierre would have came down with that, but maybe.
It is 6-6. The R.E.E.T and Ballz Deep tied as FPF Roadshow festivities continue. It's the best day on the calendar. Honestly, twice a year. It's fun.
That was circled on my calendar since week 1. I thought honestly I might be playing, but
me too.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
We all do think we're going to be playing here, right?
Exactly. We all signed up thinking that we're the best, but then we see some guys, some great teams like that, well organized. Then it's okay. Next year, we always got next year. 2
drives, 2 touchdowns, and the R.E.E.T. They're starting off on 1st and 10 on balance formation. Ball thrown over the top. Curly Micot in course, but he does not get there. That ball just kept floating and floating and floating, and it is a touchdown. 1 play, 1 catch. Michael Gattuso brings it in.
Yeah. Do you think that maybe we'll see that all game? Throwing deep balls, because like right now, their offense has done what 4 plays and scored twice. That's like that's like a very different way than how Ballz Deep is playing. Ballz Deep are doing some quick passes compared to the R.E.E.T, or just throwing deep. But like it works. It works for both teams, right? So
Absolutely. Curly Miko looked like he misjudged it in the air.
Exactly.
The ball just seemed to keep carrying. Michael Gattuso got there. Michael Gattuso, of course, scoring 11 touchdowns in the regular season, so he continues to be that weapon. Ball snap. McPherson on the rush, and he knocks the ball down.
Great play by McPherson.
Absolutely.
Shades of his ILR, shades of his ILR. But
look, Tyler McPherson has struggled at times on teams where he's had to be in coverage. I think him rushing is a great idea.
Oh, yeah.
Brendan Birch, maybe not the best rusher to contain Santinos Piranha. McPherson is a good athlete and has some great range.
Exactly. He's really tall. What, like 6'1", 6'2", having his arms up, that really messes up with the quarterback's vision, right? And that's what you want, Like when a quarterback's stressed in the pocket, you see a big guy 6'2" coming at you. You're just scared. Just throw it away.
We saw trips right to start the game. Now it's trips left as Justin Weir takes it on 1st and 10. Ryan Dobbs-Garnett sets his feet. He gets ready to snap the ball. It is snapped. Weir looks to his right, then back to his left. He has an isolated receiver to the outside. It's McPherson. McPherson cuts upfield. He gets deflagged on a diving tackle in the middle of the field by Matthew Simao.
Yeah, he got so much check on that play. That's incredible. He got the ball 5 yards and he got like 15 yards on that play. That was an amazing
there's a
play.
way that you can mask a lot of your concepts in trips, and that's what seemed to happen there. The R.E.E.T bailed with the intermediate and deep routes and allowed the short hook to be caught for a big gain.
Exactly. And usually defense don't adjust properly against like trips and quads, right? So not like it messes up the entire defense scheme, and that's what happened right now. Tyler with a very easy catch, but a really nice run after the catch, right?
We'll see if the R.E.E.T can adjust to those trips looks. In the meantime, they go back to balance. They set up vertically across the field. The ball snap and deflag.
Nice.
Weir ate the sack because nothing was open. Great sack by Santinos Piranha. Sorry, I meant to say they set up horizontally. I do like the way Ballz Deep look to use all parts of the field. It is not just 40 yards long. It is very wide as well.
Exactly. Like you watch Weir play, he really scans the field really like horizontally. He looks like every single receiver, and he's a very quick and smart quarterback. He's a really good read quarterback.
Absolutely. It's 12-6. They're down. It is 2nd and long. Eating the sack, not a horrible idea on first down, but they do need to gain some yardage now to make it. They have three downs to get about 15 yards. Weir looks to his left. He looks back over the middle. He has a deep receiver. It's Ryan Dobbs-Garnett.
Oh,
it's intercepted by one hand by Dawson Pierre.
Oh, my goodness. What an interception. Oh, my goodness. That was a one-handed interception by Dawson Pierre.
My mistake. That was Brendan Birch, actually, deep downfield. And it was intercepted by Dawson Pierre, who looked out of position on that play.
Exactly. He looked at the wrong way and just literally changed his body completely and just picks it off with one hand. That was an amazing play by Pierre.
It is the 4th interception for Dawson Pierre in this playoffs.
Honestly, I don't want to call him MVP yet, but if he keeps that performance,
so far,
he might have an MVP to his name.
Sorry, Santinos Piranha, you might not have an incompletion this game, but you might not get MVP because of how well Dawson Pierre is playing.
Just for that pick, I think.
Piranha holds the ball, waits. He breaks the rusher. He gets to his left side and gets the flag. And that's the body control. To your point, Santinos Piranha doesn't look like a sprinter per se,
nope.
But it's not even the top end speed. It really is his body control that allows him to get all the yards that he gets on the ground.
Exactly. And also, like you see a team, both teams have a really, really mobile quarterback and a quarterback that likes to run. However, Team R.E.E.T has been using their legs, but Weir has not been using his legs yet. Yeah. Maybe that will change after that pick, but we'll see.
Santinos Piranha struggled in the first playoff game against the Los Bandidos. He threw 2 interceptions. He was much better the next week. He's looked great so far. He doesn't have an incompletion yet. The ball snapped. He delivers the ball deep. This will be the incompletion. I thought that was way overthrown, but his receiver, he made a heck of an effort to get there, and really just slightly beyond the reach as Dantes Piranha not able to get there.
Yeah, and honestly, like what I've been seeing with those receivers from the R.E.E.T, they have so much speed. Like they have time. They have the speed to get to the ball. If the ball is thrown as a lob, they've got time to catch the ball. They're really, really speedy receivers.
It's just that if Piranha takes that upfield, or if the ball's thrown upfield, and Dantes Piranha, he has room to run under it. It's hard to go upfield and cross the field the way he had to, trying to get there on 2 planes. In the meantime, Piranha gets the ball He delivers a quick hook this time. And trying to get that chemistry going with brother Dante Speragna. Now it's his first catch of the game.
Exactly. Right now we're seeing a brother versus brother matchup, and that's really fun. But like usually when you have like a brother on your team, you can always throw. You can like go back to old plays when you're like 5 or 6 years old, throwing the ball with your brother. Having that connection. That's
you say that, but my brother's never caught a pass.
No.
To this day, it's never happened. No. His hands are 2 left feet.
Okay.
It's third and short. The ball snapped to Sprani. He pumps, delivers. It's wide open receiver. Gattuso not able to bring it in. Currently Mikol brought it in, and maybe he heard the footsteps there.
Yeah, and he got there on time, even though he was a bit late, that was just enough time, just like enough time to get there on time and get the ball incomplete.
I thought that ball was placed really well by Santino Speragna. It was low into the outside, so Curly Mikol couldn't undercut it for a pick, but not the easiest catch to make.
Exactly, like turning around your full body other side, it's like it's rough for a player, turn around, and if you're not like a real receiver, it's very, very complicated. I don't know if that receiver is a real receiver for football or like he's a really experienced receiver, but that's a really hard catch to make.
Trying to run a pitch play. Instead, Speragna will keep it. Santino Speragna, he has his flag still on. He makes it with the end zone. It's a touchdown. A rushing touchdown for Santino Speragna.
My goodness, he broke 3 tackles on that play. That was an amazing run. He
gets mauled by teammate Matthew Simard in the end zone. And if I'm the opposing team, I'm asking for a flag check. Because there's no way those flags should stay on.
Well, honestly, right now that rule of flag checks is a bit different. Before with like the belt, you can maybe get away with like tucking it more.
What are you saying? You don't crazy glue your flags inside the?
I used
to.
I got caught by the ref, so I can't. I can't. But so now it's a 2-possession game right now.
Absolutely, Santino Speragna gets a snap. He looks. He pumps. He moves to his right. McPherson unable to keep it, and now he looks this time and does complete it over the top to Dante Speragna with a great catch to the back of the end zone.
That was the same play as the first play where he threw it incomplete. That was
well. He knows he has it. They're running lanes, so he runs 2 guys, 1 guy at the front of the end zone, 1 guy at the back of the end zone. We'll see if Ballz Deep adapt to have a 4-1 non-locking play. As we wish our producer Eagle good luck in his upcoming championship as he exits the production booth. Hopefully, we still have sound as Iggy Magnets takes over. It wouldn't be the first time we do a recording for no reason at all.
Yeah? Oh, yeah. I remember that. Hey, Iggy?
Everyone does. The ball snapped to Justin Weir. He looks to his left. He pumps. Ball delivered to the outside. McPherson. I like that little elbow tuck as a flag guard.
Yeah. That's like
referees never see it.
That's like semi-legal, right?
Yeah, no. It's genius play.
Exactly. When you try some new plays, the refs can't really call it, right? Because it's not in the rule book, right? So you can just like try some new stuff. And
absolutely. R.E.E.T defenders are playing flag football. He's playing 4D chess.
Exactly. Yeah. Playing chess. Exactly.
Justin Weir, who threw 39 touchdowns and ran for 4 touchdowns in the regular season, 7 interceptions. Not quite the efficiency of Santino Speragna, but still a great season and a great step up from previous season. He gets a snap. He looks to his right. He begins to break the left. This time it looks like he's on the run. He still has his flags. Not to be outdone. He's still making it to the outside. Dawson Pierre has the flag finally. Not to be outdone after seeing what Santino Speragna, Justin Weir takes off, and he makes a great play.
Honestly, and also, Mikol almost got in the way as a block. I don't know if you saw it, but Weir was going upfield straight down, and then like he cut back in, and Kirby, Curly was kind of in the way of the tackle, but the refs didn't call it, and it was very, very like close. It was controversial. It was a controversial
I think Mikol was legitimately trying not to impede the play, though. And then that's the benefit of having 3 refs in the playoffs is that they really see everything and understand the context of what's going on.
Exactly.
Where sometimes a referee didn't really see what happens, they turn to their head and may throw the flag. But with 3 refs, that doesn't happen.
Exactly. And also, we have like 3 really good officials on the field right now, so we're in good hands. We're in really good hands.
Absolutely. And taking some time now to get the next play in. Yeah. Maybe just when we were catching some breath after that big run.
Exactly. That was an amazing run. Like we were saying that we didn't run all game yet, but now like he's showing that he still has energy, still has wheels, and that was a great cut in. That was a great cut.
Still no receptions for Jonathan Weir, who's been so big for them in playoffs. He has 4 catches, 4 touchdowns. Perhaps this is the part of the field where he gets targeted.
Exactly. Maybe that is. But usually also Dobbs likes to get targeted in the red zone too.
That's true. It is first down, and Dobbs snaps it to Weir. Weir looks to his left and delivers over the right. Diving attempt.
That was
and no
very
catch.
close. That was a nice call from you, Pease. You called it.
There we go. Tony Romo on my end.
Exactly. Tony Romo. Exactly. Exactly.
Justin Weir throwing to brother Jonathan Weir, not able to complete the pass, just a little too outside. I love the idea there because it's a safe throw, but not able to place it exactly as he wanted to.
But like having like some like athletes on the R.E.E.T that can pick balls easily. Like doing those kind of passes perfectly placed that can't get intercepted. That's what you want. That's what you got to do to win the game.
Absolutely.
Not get intercepted. Exactly. And now like you're down 2 scores, and you can't really like manage to lose the ball again, right? You can't like have like another empty drive. So
no, it's key for them. They need to score here. I know it's early, but it is 19-6 with a little over 5 minutes remaining. Weir pumps. He looks to his left as the defender falls down, but he is sacked.
Oh, maybe that was
or is it a 1 yard gain?
Oh, that was a half a yard sack. Is that it?
Half a yard sack. So the good news is Justin Weir can choose to run again if he wants to.
Exactly.
But Santino Sperania with a great rush on that play.
Oh, yeah. That was an amazing tackle. That was an amazing textbook tackle.
Yeah, and a great play there by the R.E.E.T. This is where we thought this game could get out of hand early, is if the R.E.E.T. are just able to continuously make plays, and Ballz Deep has these moments where they just can't convert. They're giving that trips look to the right side. The R.E.E.T. have not adapted well to off-balance plays.
Exactly. Every single trips play, it was a catch. But now looking...
Ball thrown to the back of the end zone. The only one there is a member of the R.E.E.T. It is intercepted, but out of bounds. Dante Sperania there for the would-be interception.
Yeah. He got really lucky on that play. And, like, honestly, I don't know who Weir was looking for because he was by himself. He was really by himself in the end zone for that pick. And that was 4th down.
Dante Sperania complaining loudly, as many Italians do.
Yeah.
You might not know this, but Della is a very Italian name.
I know. I figured. Me being from Vaudreuil, there's not too many different ethnicities, but it's fun learning like some new last names, some new.
Hey, listen, I know my brethren when I see them. I know that level of anger. I've been there before.
Yeah. Well, honestly, Peace, right now, you've been pretty calm in FPF, Like
I'm old now, is what happened.
Calm your temper. Okay.
And the ball stepped to Weir. Weir looking over the middle, delivers a deep ball, and it's intercepted now, back-to-back plays. This time it'll count. It is hauled in by Mathieu Simard. Mathieu Simard is a very, very good player. He has yet to have an impact on this game, and there it is.
Yeah. We had like no choice going up. Like it was 4th down. Down positions. You saw nothing. You gotta try to throw it up.
Absolutely, and it is now the R.E.E.T. with the ball back. They still lead 19-6. It appears as though they can either score right away, which they've done all game long, or they can hold it for a final possession. But the ball is snapped on 1st down. He's looking deep immediately, and instead Sperania keeps moving. He pumps. He has no intention of throwing. He comes down, but he still has his flag. Oh, no, he is deflagged.
Just short of the... Yeah. And that was a nice tackle for Birch. He was falling down, and he just got the flag, out of desperation, and he got it. That was a great tackle.
I thought Brendan Birch would best be used as a flat defender for that reason, is that he's a good contain rusher. So when the quarterback does decide to run, he can be there to make the tackle. I don't think he has the speed to rush him outright, and that's why we see we see Tyler McPherson in on the rush.
Exactly. And honestly, he's really quick on tackles, and that's what you need when a quarterback goes out of pocket.
Ball pumped and delivered over the middle. Sperania makes the catch. Delivered from Sperania as well. I thought Daniel Catarina was open there, but instead they had 2 hooks wide open. Why not throw it to the faster guy?
Hey, exactly. Hey, if everyone they're like wasting time. They got the 2-position lead. They got to waste time. It's.
I will say, if you see Daniel Catarina though catch a ball in the open field and he's running down, you're not wanting to deflag that dude.
No.
That's a lot of man.
Yeah. I would not get in the way of that.
Sperania gets the ball. He delivers a quick hook to the outside. Dawson Pierre, he gets the flag. It looks as though the R.E.E.T., they're not experienced in FPF, but they're doing the experienced team thing of saying, you know what, we got 3 minutes. Let's milk as much of the clock off as we can.
Exactly.
If they score here, they go up 3 scores in the first half.
Exactly. But that's still a bit of football knowledge too, like having like some proper clock management, and that's what you really need in FPF, right? Because like the games, the time, even though it's just 22 minutes, it can go by either so fast or so slow, depending if you win or you're losing.
The R.E.E.T. won the game 26-24 in the first game of the season against Ballz Deep. They're controlling it so far. He throws a quick slant to Dante Sperania. Dante Sperania dancing, but the dance will only get him a couple of yards as the drive continues for the R.E.E.T. First down, as pointed out by
If
referee in chief Leo Gervais.
Yeah, Leo Gervais. They got the best ref in FPF, in my opinion. You got the nicest guy. He's a great guy. He knows his football. He knows he's like very respectable to the players, and that's what you want in the finals, right? Not like any conflicts. You know, gotta keep the guys calm.
And that's important in a game of two teams that can get heated at times. We'll see now in the red zone, or just outside the red zone, I believe, as Daniel Catarina gets ready to snap the ball to Sperani. He does. He pumps to Catarina. He looks to move, and he continues moving. He beats Birch, and he has the corner. He's going to take it for his second rushing touchdown of the game, and it is Santino Sperani making his claim on perhaps the MVP of this game.
Exactly.
We talked shit early on. It turns out we might be wrong.
Exactly. Hey. There's still a lot of time left in the game. That's true. But honestly, I saw like that lane open, and that was like a very, very open lane, you know. And with his speed, he can go through any lane.
He's so calm when he runs.
I know.
He's so patient.
I know, and that's what you need as a quarterback, you know, like having a small guy a guy, you know, calm, collected, doesn't stress, and he just showed us his coolness as a runner.
It's a good nickname for him. His coolness.
His coolness, yeah, his coolness.
Santino, his coolness, Sperani.
Hey, it's true, eh? Maybe it's be like his new nickname.
The ball snapped. It is up and over, and is intercepted back in the end zone. Peacock looking to take it back, but is quickly deflagged. That snap came in sort of topsy-turvy.
Yeah, I know. That was like a bit of a wobbly snap. Maybe that's what caused the interception. But no, maybe that pick gives confidence to the Ballz Deep defense, knowing that they can intercept their quarterback.
Let's hope so. There are 5 plays remaining as the triple whistles come in. I believe this is the first broadcast you've ever heard of someone under the age of 78 years old saying topsy-turvy.
Say it again?
Topsy-turvy.
Topsy-turvy. I never heard that word.
Yeah, because you're not 78 years old.
I'm not 78 years old. That's true.
Trips to the left. I do like this look from Ballz Deep, although it didn't work on the last drive. The ball delivered quickly. It is caught, and we see Malik James take it upfield.
Yeah, for the first time in the game, we can call his name, and that was a really smart play for them. You know, like like that trips works. The R.E.E.T having a hard time adjusting to that trips look, and that was a great smart play by Weird. You know, having your 5 plays left. I think you have 5 plays.
I want to say I think that's Malik James. I haven't seen Malik James since I saw him play in FPF Junior. But, you know,
so
it's hard to see it.
Let's just say his name.
Let's just say it's Malik James.
Exactly.
There we go.
If it's not, I'm sorry to whoever
Trips to the right after some motion. Peacock open on that short hook once again. They're going to start breaking on that, though, as that quick tackle comes at the hands of the other Alex D'Aquila.
Yeah, shoot. At first, honestly, I was sure that Alex was playing 2 finals. I was really, really proud of him. But then I clicked on the profile and I was wrong Tequila, wrong Alex. One
of my favorite moments was on the podcast once. It was posted on Instagram of like a question of like, what does one Alex D'Aquila have over the other? And of course he answered athleticism. Eagle answered money.
Money. Yeah.
So
exactly.
Trips right for Ballz Deep once again. The ball snapped to Weir. Weir had Peacock open, throwing late, but well-placed ball, allowing Peacock to get there.
Was that ball tipped by the rusher? I'm not sure. That ball was a bit wobbly. That was wobbly going to Peacock. But
it was a late throw either way.
Yeah, but that was strong hands by Peacock catching the ball with the guy on him. That was a really smart play, and a really strong play by Peacock.
Absolutely. Great catch. Not the greatest throw, but definitely well-positioned, and he made the best of it.
Exactly. You know, like trying not to throw another pick, because throwing a pick might cost you the game at this point. You know,
at this point it will.
Yeah.
The ball snapped to Weir. Weir looking. He feels he has to go to the end zone. Ball falls incomplete. The rusher this time, Dante Sperani, indicating it was in fact tipped.
Yeah. Okay. He's trying to get that stats on his from the scorekeeper. He's trying to get that like extra stat. But like you saw like Dobbs, he was kind of open down the middle a bit. But he went between Dobbs and I think it was Tyler McPherson that was going deep. He threw the ball between them, but
I think it's not so much that the receivers haven't been open; it's that Weir's just taking an extra moment to throw the ball and allowing R.E.E.T to collapse. And with their speed, you can't do that.
Exactly.
He's got to be a little more decisive.
Exactly. It's like throw quick passes. Smart, like quick smart plays, but.
He goes with another off-balance set. He goes quads to his right as all receivers move to that strong side. We're looking, delivers the ball to the back of the end zone. and it hits the wall with a loud thud. And halftime has befallen us.
Yeah, it is. Dude.
So, Alex, it's halftime. The R.E.E.T are up big. Before the game, you and I talked over a beverage, and we said this game might get out of hand early. It is not yet, but it's starting to feel that way.
Well, honestly, I believe that like, the score doesn't show the real nature of the game. You know, like honestly, Ballz Deep has been playing some pretty smart flag football, and they know what they're doing. You know, like even though they're down 3 scores, I feel like they're playing still. I mean, like only like on defense getting burnt deep. That's a big problem, right? Like they got scored on by like 3 big plays, and that's what really cost them on defense.
But does it feel as though as the game is continuing, Ballz Deep are sort of losing that fire a little bit?
Yeah, well, honestly, like their first drive was really smart, was really a great drive, and now second drive throws a pick, third drive I think it was another pick. Just being more stressed under the pocket from here. Like he lost a bit of his calmness in the pocket. Like looks like also a bit like he lost a bit of confidence too. On his.
Is there anyone from the R.E.E.T that you think should get more involved on the offensive side of the ball? I know they're scoring, they're doing well, but in case the main targets are getting taken away, who do you think needs to step up?
I mean, honestly, just throwing the ball to Pierre, that's what honestly.
He's only got that one catch.
I know, exactly, and that was a great catch and a great pick too. Honestly, like we just called his name twice for that pick and for that touchdown.
Yeah.
So maybe like throwing it more to him. But honestly, with queer Jonathan on the coverage, it's a bit it's like hard for him to get open, right? Having like a great defender on him like Jonathan. So.
Yeah, there's been 2 interceptions so far thrown by Justin Weir. I do like what they've done with the off-balance sets. It seems as though the R.E.E.T don't really know how to adapt to those trips and quad sets. I do think at times, however, too many of the concepts have led receivers to the same place.
Exactly. Well, at the end, they had like 3 receivers in the right corner, and that's what led to the incompletion. Also for picks, the players are always often in the same area, and they're like all in traffic, and that's hard for like a receiver to catch the ball, right? Like having like 4 people in like one area. So
absolutely. And for Ballz Deep, it's been a great story so far. They were a meme team last year. They were a team that people we picked on in the media. They just weren't that good. Justin Weir really developed as a quarterback, and not even a year apart, a full FPF season apart. They've turned it around. They look great. They make it to the finals despite the injuries, despite the catastrophe that happened at the end of the season, at the end of the game, with Ryan Dobbs-Garnett. Ravens were up and seemingly allowed them to enter the finals, as Ravens wouldn't have enough players to contend for the finals. So just a weird situation. Allowed them to be here in the first place.
Exactly. Like honestly, if they won in Ballz Deep, that would mean like a little like asterisk to their championship title. But it's a great like opportunity for them to play in the finals. I'd much rather see like a 3rd place team playing against like a 1st place team than seeing like a forfeit, right? So.
Yeah, the R.E.E.T seem uninterested in providing the asterisks, as they're just leaning on Ballz Deep to start the game. Now we see Ballz Deep getting the ball to start the second half, and it's 25-6. They need to put some points up immediately, it's being blown in by referee Leo Gervais.
It's a must. But honestly, Weir as a quarterback, I've seen him change in the past 2-3 years as a quarterback, and now like he's like much mature under the pocket. Like he's a much like like there's like a big difference between like a football quarterback and an FPF quarterback. And
also in FPF, you might know the plays to call, but reading them is another story. It's 1st and 10. He looks to his left, delivers the ball to the outside. McPherson gets a catch and is quickly deflagged once again by Alex. No, it was Tristan Gosinoris.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. They looked a bit the same.
Yeah, it's the biceps. It gets you every time.
Yeah. They both have like really strong arms. So like I was gauging with the arms. That's how I was like telling them apart. But they both got big arms. Absolutely.
Now they get ready for 2nd down. Ryan Dobbs-Garnett sets to deliver the snap. McPherson, the ISO receiver on the left side. The ball thrown deep to Curly Miko. Miko running deep. It is caught in a touchdown. Curly Miko. Perfect pass by Justin Weir.
Man, like as you were saying, he's a really Swiss Army knife for that team. He's a great receiver. Like he's a quick guy, and like his like breakout on that route was so quick and so good, and a great pass also by the quarterback Weir. That was an amazing placement.
Weir has the arm strength to be able to lead receivers that way, and Curly Miko is faster than a lot of guys think he is.
Exactly.
He broke, and he got to that, after the cut, he got to that second level of speed that he has, and we saw that there.
And also, there was like a bit of contact on Miko. A big quarter, a contact from the defender, and keeping the ball in your hand after that contact. That was an amazing play. That was an amazing receiver play by Kirby Miko.
For sure, for sure. And now the ball snapped to Justin Weir. He looks to his right. The ball delivered to the back of the end zone, and it is intercepted by Dante Sperania.
That was a nice
little bit
tackle.
of a flag guard there, but
Yeah,
he gets away with it.
It's okay. He didn't get it. It's okay. He didn't score. But yeah, those kind of plays. That's what's really costing Ballz Deep the game. Doing that on extra points, that's okay. But doing that during like a game, doing those like 50-50 balls, that's not going to win you a championship in FPF.
Yeah, in the first game of the season, Santino Sperania scored on a rushing touchdown with 5 plays remaining. We've seen him score twice already. I wonder what adjustments Ballz Deep has made at halftime to be able to deal with that. We see Curly McCall rushing. I thought he should have been the rusher to start the game, as I said on the podcast. Ball thrown up high, ball thrown deep, but it is caught. It's a touchdown. One play, one throw, one touchdown. It is caught by Matthew Simal.
Yeah, another one-play drive. It's good for time, but you're still down 2 possessions, so now 3. So you can't really. It's not good for you, getting scored on one play and getting scored again. That's really deflating for the Ballz Deep team.
Yeah, it's 31-12 now as they get set to call their play for the convert, and it's getting out of hand early. I wonder if they're going to run the high and low levels like we've seen them run in the red zone before, or if we'll see. I think Weir looks in position to play 4-1, so we'll see if they adjust on the defense. Ball thrown is a jump ball to Dawson Pierre, too far.
Yeah. Well, you still gotta try it. You still gotta try it. Really great receiver that can jump really high. You gotta try that jump ball. But it didn't work.
Great body position by Jonathan Weir.
Exactly. Great coverage by him. Great coverage.
Just sort of forced the body out of bounds, and that's where it led the throw. It led the throw there as well.
Exactly. But honestly, playing defense against a team like the R.E.E.T is really hard. You got like a quarterback that can run amazingly, and they can throw deep balls to great receivers that can adjust to catch the ball. So
the ability to create different throwing windows with his legs. As Justin Weir gets the ball in the first down, he throws it downfield, trying to score quick as well. But the ball knocked away by Matthew Gattuso.
Yeah.
Matthew Gattuso and Dante Sperania being on the same side on defense is annoying because they both have headbands. So I don't even know at this point who picked off the convert attempt.
Me neither, but I think
it's one of them.
I think it was the number 1 defensive back. I think. But honestly, that was a great defensive play, great coverage, great pass deflection. Honestly, that was also a great read by Weir because I still saw a bit of separation on the receiver. I think it was Birch or it was.
It was Jonathan Weir.
Jonathan.
I think they're set up to throw a deep comeback route though, given that they're given all that cushion. Ball snapped. Weir on 2nd and 10, being rushed by Santino Sperania. Weir looks to break him. A dangerous proposition. Santino Sperania closes in. He has a wide leg, but Weir breaks free. He looks downfield. He throws to a wide open receiver. The ball floats and it's intercepted. That's a wild interception.
God. That was, throwing across your body, throwing like a 50-yard pass downfield. That's really, really hard for a quarterback. Not many quarterbacks can make that throw. The DB had time to get to the ball. Even though Dawes had like a 10-yard openness, but the defensive back got there so quick, and deflating for Ballz Deep.
Yeah,
really
absolutely. He made a great play to get there, as we saw in the replay.
Yeah.
He took the inside, and then broke on the ball, and fortunately the ball just floated too much.
Exactly. But for sure it's hard. I don't think many quarterbacks can actually make that throw in FPF. Throwing that, and making that play.
Not many in Division 5 anyway.
Exactly, that's for sure. Also breaking those tackles. From the rusher, that was a great play.
Maybe just running and taking the free yards would have been the best bet.
That's true, but when you're down 31-12, you still you gotta try those passes, right? You gotta throw those deep passes. You see a guy by himself, you still gotta try it.
It is the 3rd interception thrown by Justin Weir.
Yeah.
It looks as though the the disaster is now fully in effect.
Yeah.
This is what we worried about coming into the game.
Exactly.
The overall speed of the reach just being too much
Yeah.
as teams for Ballz Deep to contain.
Like sadly, Weir's amazing pass completion percentage is going down. I think at this game, right? He's gonna be going down. But you still gotta try those plays. At this score.
On second down, we saw Curly Miko on the rush knock down the pass from Santino Sperania. So we do see where they lose a little bit in coverage. I think Curly Miko is the right option. I just fear it might be too late for Ballz Deep.
Yeah. Like I mean, like it was a great adjustment, but the game's not over yet. But it's really, really hard, and they need to stop now if they want to get back in this game.
Well, we'll hope that the viewing audience believes in miracles. The high snap by Daniel Catarina. Flip pass to the outside is caught by Michael Gattuso, but quickly deflagged.
The rusher might have got there at same time as a very like close play. He's complaining about the whistle. He thought that he got the sack, but the ref was there to call it.
It's tough because when the rusher gets the flag, the referee then needs to look to see if the ball is still in the hand.
Exactly. Yeah.
So there is like a millisecond of delay, and if the quarterback gets rid of it quickly, often it will not be called a sack. It's a close call, but I think it was the right
and
call.
The worst part, throwing like a pass as like a shovel pass, it's even more different, calling those plays,
Sperania looks to shuffle and then throws over the middle. It's caught again. Matthew Simon, second touchdown right after his incredible interception. Him and Dawson Pierre dance and celebrate in the end zone.
Yeah, I think that just burst the Ballz Deep's bubble right now. But that was a great catch, great play, showing the speed of the receivers of the R.E.E.T.
Yeah, this game's over. Iggy, what do you want us to talk about? Nothing? All right, cool. We'll keep it going. There's 14 minutes left, but I think if there was an eternity left, it's kind of like Forrest Gump. Once he's got his full stride, he can keep running and running and running. You'll never catch him.
Exactly. We've got this. If you want to maybe like preview a bit the next game,
we'll see.
Try to keep some viewers for the next game,
Beautiful no-look pass. That's the right application for the no-look pass.
Exactly.
And beautifully delivered outside to Michael Gattuso. Honestly, at this point, just enjoy watching the athleticism of the R.E.E.T. And hopefully Ballz Deep, in their desperation, can have some incredible plays ahead of them. I honestly think the game's out of hand. You're not going to win this. It's 38-12. Just play consistently.
And
don't turn the ball over.
Honestly, like heads up to Ballz Deep for putting Dobbs off the play. Well,
what's the point?
At this score, you don't want to see him get hurt. And FPF's
Look,
starting again next week.
It's stupid for him to play, but hats off to him for giving it a shot in the championship game.
Exactly.
Ball snapped to Justin Weir's thrown to the outside. Tyler McPherson, he's wrapped up and deflagged immediately by the giant biceps of Tristan Gocianores.
Exactly, but also like Dobbs is a really essential player on that team. Like having him on the lineup, that's amazing for Ballz Deep. Like for me, seeing him on the field made me very happy, and like knowing that he's healthy, and he might be. Honestly, I don't know if he'll play week 1 next week, FPF. On the new season,
Jesus, next week.
Exactly, it goes fast. It goes fast.
Not normally.
I know. Usually it's like a month. A month.
About
a month. Yeah. But it's okay. I'm very happy. I'm very happy. I've been like eliminated since week 1. So since like week 1 playoffs. So. Oh, great break.
It looks like a flag guard though by Justin Weir.
Yeah, just run at this point. Yeah.
He ran my favorite play call out of trips, where you have a seam, corner, and hook route concept. It's virtually indefensible in FPF, but he's not reading the defense anymore. He's just staring down the rusher.
But the rusher, but like honestly, the rusher's coming in so fast. That
but all the more reason to just ignore it and throw it quickly.
Exactly.
Make the read and get rid of the ball.
Exactly.
He seems to be doubting himself because of the interceptions.
Exactly.
And the fly guard, of course, takes them back to the shadow of their own end zone.
Yeah, exactly. But shoot. Like at this point, just try it up, throw it up. See what your guys can do. You got some pretty good athletes on your team. Even though the R.E.E.T has some great athletes too.
Yeah, if this was the Renaissance, then Justin Weir is about finished painting his disaster piece.
Yeah. I don't want to say anything about Weir. He's a really good friend of mine.
No, he is.
Yeah.
He's a great player. The game's just not going well.
Oh,
but Mikulic just catch over the middle of the field, and he's making his way towards the first down marker. He may have even got there.
Yeah, but looking at Ballz Deep, I don't know.
Just short.
Yeah. I don't know if their cap can fit again in Div D next year. I don't know for what division.
It'll be
they're
tough.
sign-
It'll be tough because I believe the cap shrinks a little bit from winter to fall to begin with. Sorry, winter to spring to begin with, and given the success they've had, it'll be hard to keep them in that division.
Exactly. But honestly, if like they stay in Division D next year, that will be like an amazing like honestly, maybe like a chance for like another chance for like championship. You know, like they've got like a really good championship team, smart guys. I'm sure that like in the next 2-3 years we'll see Ballz Deep in the finals again. That's for sure.
Absolutely. Again, they've come a long way in a short period of time.
Exactly.
We didn't expect them to be this. We joked around, of course, at halftime that they were sort of a meme team. They were a team that was being clowned on because of their lack of success in the last season. We, of course, in this season joked about the lack of originality in the name Ballz Deep because it's the most overused name in FPF.
Yes.
It does appear, however, that we'll at least be spared of having to inscribe Ballz Deep on an FPF trophy.
That's true. And honestly, the R.E.E.T, I don't know what it stands for, but it looks kind of original, right?
I believe it's street parlance for all right.
Oh, okay.
Ball delivered over the middle, and that has been there. That intermediate area has been there, and it's a catch and a touchdown to Jonathan Weir.
Yeah, a bit too late, but it's a
Hey,
great.
they got to do something. They might as well score touchdowns.
Exactly,
Look,
nice
you could be
catch.
at home. You can decide to do laundry, or you can score touchdowns.
Actually, in the finals, in the finals too. Scoring in the finals is something to brag about, Scoring in the finals,
Absolutely.
It's a brag. It's a brag, and and that was also a great broken tackle by Weir, like that little spin move, out of balance, getting those extra yards, getting the touchdown.
Absolutely, and it's they have now a chance to put some points on the board. At this point, I think they should be going for 2 on every convert.
Yeah, going for one. I mean, oh yeah, they're going for 2.
They're going for 2.
I was looking on the wrong side,
If they score, it'll bring the score to 3 scores.
Exactly.
It'll make it an 18-point score, an 18-point lead. The ball thrown to the back of the end zone, some miscommunication, and it's picked off by Dawson Pierre, who will bring it out.
But yeah, it didn't pan out. But why not try? Why not try it?
It doesn't make sense to not try it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why not? Even if you run like a 6-second 40-yard dash, you still gotta try. You still gotta try.
Well,
I'm not saying that.
I run a 60-second 40-yard dash, and I wouldn't be able to do it. On the way here, Ballz Deep beat Streets Ahead 36-19. Justin Weir was perfect in the game, 5 touchdowns, no interceptions. Against Ghost, they won 40-20. Ryan Dobbs-Garnett having a huge game, and of course we talked about the controversy surrounding Ballz Deep and the Ravens. But here they are, unable really to keep pace with the young, dynamic, athletic the R.E.E.T.
Exactly. And a little question for you, Pease. Do you think that they beat
Curly Rico with another knockdown at Rush.
Yeah, so last week they beat they quote unquote beat the Ravens. Do you think that the Ravens would have given a bigger challenge to the team R.E.E.T?
In some ways, the Ravens' size is challenging. However, Matthew and Joel Hill would not have been available for this game.
Yeah.
So not having your quarterback, not having your top receiver, your D2 talent, D1 talent,
exactly.
makes a huge difference. I think it would have been interesting, but I think even Ballz Deep, if they were at full strength, would have been a more interesting challenge for them. Kalimikor jumps. Ball almost intercepted and caught instead by Dawson Pierre for his second touchdown of the game.
That was extremely unlucky for Weir. That was an amazing play by Jonathan Weir. He was there for the ball, but great.
He had it in his hands.
Yeah, but great focus by Pierre. That was an amazing focus. Let's watch that replay. I want to see that replay.
If we ever get to replay.
Yeah.
It reminded me that Eagles are in the booth. There it is, the ball in the hands of Jonathan Weir.
Yeah.
Just nothing going the way of Ballz Deep and everything going the way of the R.E.E.T. Dawson Pierre, 2 touchdowns and an interception. Matthew Simar, 2 touchdowns and an interception. Santino Sperania, everything. Who do you think is the MVP of the game?
Man, I don't.
It's hard not to give it to Sperania at this point, right?
Yeah, honestly, like a quarterback brings the team all together, So why not?
Ball on the ground, but still alive. And Daniel Catarina
gets
gets his name in the scorebook.
He got it. He got my MVP. Just for that pass, he got my MVP. I'll give him the MVP.
But look, we talked about how they haven't really used their snapper And Daniel Catarina, his snaps haven't been great all day.
No, they've been like wobbly a bit, like very airy, but like you can like see like difference between both offensive playbooks, like the R.E.E.T do not look at this at their snapper, but like I mean like Ballz Deep, Dobbs is a really big important factor to their playbook, and making them going deep, do like literally every single route on the route tree for Dobbs.
Brandon Birch now in at snapper. The R.E.E.T playing tight defense. The ball snap, delivered to the outside. Curly McCool one-handed. Curly McCool's, I'll tell you what, he's not giving up.
No,
he's not giving. This game might be out of reach. It's 45-18 with 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Goodness. Okay, 8 minutes remaining in this game. But Curly McCool's giving it his all.
Exactly. He's
6 minutes.
6 minutes. Okay.
Maybe we need high-def screens.
He's playing with heart, that's what you want to see in FPF, even though you're losing, play, keep your pride, right? You gotta play with pride. That's what.
And to your point, you get your name on a final stat sheet, so you might as well. Exactly. High snap in, looking to the outside. He has it.
My goodness!
Couldn't be adjusted. He needed to try and sell it like it was a catch. Though.
Yeah, exactly.
He immediately slammed the ball down. I think if he tried to sell it, the ref looked a little out of position. Yeah. He might have gotten away with it. But also, the 10-yard out was open for Justin Weir, and he didn't take it.
But also, like going back to what we were saying before, we were taking too much time starting down the rusher. Honestly, if you threw that ball maybe like a second earlier, that was a touchdown because Pierre backed up and maybe made it harder for Miko to catch it.
The rush, he's staring the rush down. The rush is in his head. The interceptions are in his head. It's a lot to deal with.
It's really, really hard, like mentally, for a quarterback having all that against you in the finals.
It appears as though we have a challenge. I don't know if we have a camera angle that can overturn that.
Yeah, we'll see that.
Based on Curly Miko's reaction, though, I thought that was an incompletion.
Yeah, I think like Miko, just like him by himself, called the play for the referee.
Perhaps a case of doth he protest not enough.
Exactly. At least sell it. Sell it, right? Sell it.
Yeah, well, we hope to see some replays soon. There's 5 minutes remaining in this game, as mentioned to us by head referee Leo Gervais, 45-18. The R.E.E.T may have their name all but inscribed on the trophy and written on a banner, and it's the game we thought we might get, Alex.
Exactly. Even though it's like kind of a blowout, it wasn't really a tight game. But both teams really gave us like a really nice show. Honestly, I'm so happy about like the fight that both teams gave us. So even though it was we feared a big score difference, but we still got a good game.
We talked about the missing piece in Keali Barker for the R.E.E.T. Yeah. He had 4 interceptions on the season, a big part of their defense. We thought that might hamper them. Instead, their defense has been the leading force in this game.
Exactly. Some really clutch interceptions, some good pass breakups. I was like, honestly, only letting 18 points in the finals. That's what you want to see, right? That wins you a game. Only getting scored 3 touchdowns on you. That's like really winning a game.
And it doesn't even feel that way. Like, I'm surprised when I glanced down. I'm surprised to even see 18 points on the scoreboard. That's how lopsided it's felt. As we now look at the replays, the ball thrown downfield by Weir, as we said, and it's just I don't know if we have an angle.
That
for
angle
this.
is a bit too hard. Maybe like that blue is not even.
From here, it looks as though Kurlimi goes out of bounds.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I can't really call a play, but based on his reaction, we just gotta assume that it wasn't complete, right? You gotta.
Yeah, he instantly looked upset with himself, not the call.
Did he drop it, or was his feet out of bounds? Is that?
I think his feet were out of bounds.
Okay.
He caught it as far as I could tell.
Yeah.
I think it was a beautiful ball.
Exactly.
Just a little too far. And to your point, Alex, if he throws it a little bit earlier, that's an easier catch. It was harder than it had to be.
Exactly. And also a great catch for him. Having like two 6'2" defenders in front of you before the ball drops, it's hard for you too. Having a.
What's that adjustment in the air? Because it was thrown to his back shoulder, able to plant, turn his body, use that body control, and bring the ball in was really impressive.
And exactly. He really turned into that Swiss Army knife that you were talking about before in the beginning of the broadcast.
That was the corkscrew portion. The corkscrew part of the Swiss Army knife.
Exactly.
We've seen the
Turning
toothpick,
around,
we've seen the knife, we've seen the nail file,
and
now we got
see-
the corkscrew.
Exactly. And now, so I think Leo's gonna give the decision.
Incomplete, as we thought.
Yeah. All right.
We got that from the production booth.
Yeah. Okay. Well, honestly, we still got like a pretty nice play. You know, like yeah.
Yeah, and Leo Gervais confirmed it down on the field. Yeah, it's a shame. It was a great throw, great play,
Exactly.
great effort by Curly McCole. One of the nicest catches, one of the nicest non-catches I've seen in FPF.
Exactly. That was a great ball. Yeah. Also, you were saying great ball by Weir too.
Trips left. Weir
Going
looks.
deep again?
This time they collapse on that hook. He throws to the out, and it's intercepted. Matthew Simal, his third interception of the game. Does Matthew Simal maybe get player of the game?
This is a really
Sorry,
hard
his
decision.
second interception of the game. He has 2 touchdowns as well.
Yeah, honestly, that's a really hard choice for us. You know, like honestly, almost all the players on Team R.E.E.T have been balling out. They've been showing up, and they came ready to play. And you know, making it like a real hard case for MVP. You know, it's a really hard decision for us.
Yeah, it's tough. I think Santinos Pereira's got it just because the rushing touchdowns, they did put up 45 points.
Yeah, and also
like if it was like a 27-18 game, you know.
No, so
but
like honestly, do you know who like built the team? Do you know like who's the captain?
I don't. I would imagine it's the Sprani brothers.
Yeah.
But let's give it to someone we haven't mentioned today, Geraldo Caruana. He's the captain.
Yeah.
I don't know that to be the case. I don't even think he's here.
Well,
but it's
honestly,
all because of him.
Exactly. Well,
This is
like,
all because of him.
well, honestly, the captain should get the MVP for all
For
like he
building
built
this
that building the
ridiculous
team,
team.
building this
Yeah.
team. He deserves it.
Understanding how to take advantage of the cap system.
Exactly. Getting some players that haven't played FPF yet. That's what you need. You know, like
Yeah.
having those 60 overall college football players.
Daniel Catarina has this bizarre technique with the way he holds that ball for the snap. Gets it to Santino Sprani, and the ball
Yeah.
slightly overthrown from
Yeah,
Matthew
small,
Simar,
and he's
who comes up
limping, I think.
gingerly.
Yeah, and he's limping for the football. That's not what you want to see on like the last 2 minutes of an FPF finals. But I think he's okay now. He's okay now. Like 5 or 6 steps of limping, now he's okay.
But like, I mean, also you're up 45-18. If you're even slightly injured, just
Get out.
stop playing.
Yeah.
There we go, and he's off the field.
Yeah, exactly. And, no.
Clap it up for Matthew Simao.
Honestly, maybe he's trying to get the last play in for MVP. You know, trying to get his MVP play.
Well,
you know?
now he's officially out of the running.
Yeah.
Because he got hurt.
But as we were saying.
Or is he trying to get like a comeback story, like the way the Boston Celtics keep pretending to be injured in their playoff series? Maybe it's the same kind of thing.
That's true. That's true.
They do wear the green, so maybe it's in the color.
Exactly. Maybe that's it. But they got a penguin on their logo, so I don't know. That's too Celtic-y, but.
Yeah. Well, Daniel Catarina, we'll see him place that ball down in the strangest snapping technique I've ever seen. He puts it down.
Football has a football snapping. He snaps like a football player.
It's really weird, but the ball goes topsy-turvy once again, and incomplete to Catarina to the left side of quarterback Santino Sperano.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, like as we were saying before, you know, like the new FPF season starts next week. You don't want to get hurt. You don't want to like risk it all. You know, just for like an extra catch in the finals.
Doesn't seem worth it.
No, not at all.
We'll see how the remainder of the time will be used. Of course,
Yeah.
Curly McCool sets up to rush against Santino Sperano. Maybe a decision they could have made earlier in the game.
Yeah, but
As he has had an impact. Ball thrown immediately outside to Dawson Pierre. Dawson Pierre makes a move, cuts inside. He was deflagged shortly thereafter, though, by Brendan Birch.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, like as we were saying, putting Miko as a rusher, that was a great move. But
I suggested it on the podcast. I thought he was the right kind of athlete to contain.
Maybe they didn't tune into your podcast.
Well, there you go. Listen,
that's what you get.
don't tune in at your own peril, right?
Exactly. You don't get Pease's opinion, you know.
It's the one time you should listen is before the finals, right?
That's true. You gotta hear the wise words of Pease every Thursday? Is that it? Every Thursday now?
Well, we recorded it Wednesday or Thursdays, and it's usually up Friday morning.
Okay.
This week there was a delay, though. We had a technical issue in that YouTube decided.
Iggy forgot to film. Is that
No. Iggy wasn't involved in the not posting of the podcast this week, and unfortunately, we can't blame him. The ball snapped, double rush this time. Ball thrown over the middle, and Overran by Matthew
Yeah.
Peacock. That could have been intercepted.
Yeah. Like honestly, that might have been the second bad pass by the
Yeah.
quarterback.
It doesn't matter, however, because it's
That was
5
the last-
plays.
exactly,
It's
and the
more than
game
18
finished,
points.
And we got a new Division 5A or 5
5A
5A
is
champion.
the division
5A
we're covering.
champion. Okay.
That's what we've been talking about this whole
No,
time.
no,
Correct.
No. I just like mix, like 5B, 5A, like similar guys,
That is sort of the some of the confusion that comes with the road show, but it's kind of what makes it special. Is we have all these games happening over the course of the weekend. It's wild. It's not really a tournament, but it has a tournament feel. And here we are. It's a 45-18 win. The R.E.E.T dominated. It had a moment where it was close. It had really
like
the first quarter of the first quarter was close.
exactly. Like honestly, the first drive that we're made, honestly, I was confident that the game would finish tight.
Or
Like,
at least that they'd be able to score and put a show.
And also
Yeah.
less picks, right? Like
Yeah.
the way he was playing some smart passes, smart plays, and I don't know, that left a bit over time, but still, yeah, like as we were saying.
Hey, Justin Weir threw 7 interceptions all season long. He threw 4 interceptions today.
Yeah, that was pressure, but also having some quick defenders, can go to the ball,
Yeah.
snap the fingers.
It was a little hard to watch at times, but in the end, it's not about the failings of Ballz Deep. I understand we often get absorbed into sort of the Twitter culture of who messed up, but in reality, let us not look down upon Ballz Deep, but look to the success of the R.E.E.T, which is it's been absolutely amazing to watch. The brand of football is beautiful. They do everything well. The championship trophy being delivered to them as we speak because they absolutely deserved it.
Exactly.
And on top of that, the MVP, I think it'll go to Santino Sperania.
Yeah, me too. And honestly, that was a great, amazing game. Amazing athletes, amazing guys. And honestly, I'm very, very, very happy for them for winning that championship. But honestly, I'm pretty sure that they'll be up in division next season. That's
all of those unrated players.
They'll be going up from 60s to 80s.
And even Santino Sperania's 46 touchdown, 4 interception performance throughout the season.
Yeah.
We know his quarterback cap's going to probably push him up the division.
Did he win the quarterback of the year in the division?
I never know. I suck at the awards. I never know who wins the awards.
It's okay.
I get so many messages of people complaining to me about who won the award, who didn't. I'm not involved in the process
it's Iggy
whatsoever.
And Alexi, right? So if everyone
let's blame them. Let's blame
Alexi
Iggy and Alexi.
For ratings, it's Alexi. So if you're complaining for a rating, go to Alexi.
Yeah,
not
absolutely.
Peace. Leave him alone. Leave him alone.
Yeah, seriously, there's enough things that are my fault.
Exactly.
I'll take the blame for the things I forget, but not for the awards.
Exactly.
It's been cool to see. I thought the R.E.E.T were going to be good coming this season. I thought there's going to be some of the sometimes it takes tackle players a second to adjust to FPF.
For sure.
But there was enough experience and so much overwhelming talent for it to work.
Exactly. And it depends. What role do you fill in for that team? But for Pierre throwing the ball deep, for him catching a ball deep, mossing someone, it's the same outside than the inside. Having a DB like Baker who was there all season, who missed sadly the finals today. It's a very, very key, and for him adjusting to FPF, he did a really good job. With 4 picks. And
He was great, and the team adapted in his absence, and
exactly.
That's why we had this lopsided score. But either way, it was still amazing to experience a team winning their first championship, a group coming together the way they did. For Alex Blais and myself, P.S. Della, congratulations to the R.E.E.T. You are the Division 5A champions. Thank you for everyone tuning in. Tune in next as we have the 5B championship. Lockdown will compete for their first championship. We get to see Eagle on the field instead of in the booth.
Exactly.
So tune in, and hopefully he will lose, and we all get to laugh together. But thank you all for tuning in. Stay tuned for the next game as well. Thank you all.
Thank you.